Welcome back to MagicGatheringStrat. I am in that sweetest of spots because I am 1-0 in this Swiss draft, playing Dimir. And I want to correct myself in one thing I said last video. I was talking about Void Wielder, and I think Dimir Horror is as good as he is because he is a Void Wielder. Cost 1 more black mana. He's a 4/4 and he has the discard ability. So he's pure value, and I think he should be drafted highly even if he costs 6 mana. The problem is just surviving to 6 mana, and the question is, how fast is this format really? Do you have to think about battalion all the time? Because my initial impression is that you have to. Can you get away with having a mana curve like this? 3 5-drops, 2 6-drops, couple of 4-drops. It's easy to draw a hand that doesn't do anything before turn 4. And I think I was very lucky in the first game. And please scream at me for not playing Keymaster Rogue. But I'm not impressed. He doesn't do much. He is pretty much like Balustrade Spy, except that he does 3 damage, but returning a creature to hand could be disastrous for this deck. So that's my impression right now, but we're early on in the Gatecrash drafts, and I might learn that I was an idiot at this stage, and it's very likely I am learning about Basilica Screech. So I will probably learn about more cards, and that's why we're here, and that's why I'm trying out Dimir. And I will not be too disappointed going 1-2 now, because Dimir looks weak. One sad thing about this draft compared to yesterday's draft, or the day before yesterday, draft 2 in this channel, one really bad thing is that I picked up no value whatsoever. There is no value in this deck. Nightveil Specter is worth nothing, and that's my only rare. So even if I 3-0 this draft, I will have lost money. But I don't care. I want to be able to say I 3-0 the Gatecrash draft with Dimir. Alright, the bell has rung and round 2 is closing in on us. Javerson Lai, Chandler Bing and Niku have all won. I think I have played against Chandler before, and he's fairly confident and fairly good, so I don't want to play against him. I don't know any of the others, and we are up against Javerson Lai. And he confidently won his first round with 2-1. It was the longest game. I want to play first. I see no reason not to play first in this format. So yeah, nothing costs less than 4, and that's the way to go. And we don't even have 4 mana, so that's exactly the risk we talked about. If you think my accent sounds funny, it's because I am Swedish. I'm trying to get rid of the melody of my voice, or rather the way I put together sentences. I think my grasp on English vocabulary is pretty good, but I pronounce things like a drunk Viking, and I apologize for that. I am playing my Dimir Guildgate, and I'm done. Nothing much happening here on this side. I hope he is a slow deck. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, we are supposed to be positive. Well, he doesn't have a first round play anyway. Red means GruulBoros, and we have a lot of last. Imagine what will happen if we don't draw 1 more land. That would be like embarrassing. I will play the Balustrade Spy on turn 4, almost no matter what happens. I would very much like to be able to totally lost some Madcaps guy on turn 5. But that requires me drawing 2 lands in 3 turns. And the possibility for that is low. I have 32 cards left in my deck, of which 14 are land. And it's the Scar Guildmage. He can give trample, he can make a land of 4/4. That sounds just horrible for me. So I actually have a land, and now I can play Balustrade Spy next turn, which will be... So now I need to draw 1 more land in 2 turns. Now I'm more hopeful about that. There is 13 lands left of 31 cards, so I have 18 in 31 times 2 chance of not drawing a land in 2 turns. So if I take that possibility and subtract it from 1, I will find the possibility that I will draw land, and that possibility is high enough. Not playing anything here looks really stupid. I wonder if he is playing more than 1 game. And I wonder also if he's splashing Boros or not. I find a lot of Gruul decks doing that. If they splash Simic, I will be happier. Gruul Guildmage looks really strong here. And if he just smashes with the land... No, he can't do that, it costs 3. Okay, I'm still not dead. And I can block him with the Balustrade Spy next turn. And he's splashing Boros. So we are up against GruulBoros again. That went well last time, but the deck we met last time didn't have. Actually, if we find the land now, it will be pretty good for us. So it's definitely the Spy and then last thoughts on him. Next turn, the Spy is harder to kill than the Death Cult Rogue. So we are spying and grinding. Oh yeah, that sweet grindy feeling. I hope he lives. If he lives, I will last thoughts and find my totally lost mana. And then Dimir Horror will come and save the day. That's the theory. If he has any form of removal, it won't work. But he doesn't get to have Hellraiser Goblin. And there's a Boros Elite as well. I fear Boros Elite a lot with this deck. And there we go. And do I block the Guildmage if he attacks? That's hard. Will I get rid of a Bloodrush Goblin? I really need to find the mana. So I guess I'm not blocking. Luckily he doesn't attack. So I'm just taking that. And he's tapping out. He's tapping out for Assault Griffin. Which means that I won't be able to get through. So what's the play here? He has 2 guys in his graveyard, so I can make it 3/3 white. I still think I need to cast Last Thoughts here to find a mana, so I can do Totally Lost next turn and play the Dimir Horror. Yes, I wish to use Cypher, so I will Cypher onto this guy. And if I kill the Griffin now, at least he doesn't get Battalion, unless he has a haste guy. So do I attack? But next turn I can totally lost the Griffin and then attack. But then I have no play against his Battalion, is 4 creatures then. So I have to attack and trade here. I think that's the correct play. To prevent Battalion. And we are trading. And Last Thought is exiled. Haste guy would be a disaster here. So what about playing Rogue and White now? It's a 4/4 white. That might actually be the play. though he will for certain. He will certainly die. And Totally Lost just... Whoa, the 5-4. Well, the white can block him. There's another Totally Lost. And the Death Cult Rogue can go Last Thoughts and find the Dinrovo Horror. Yeah, I think that's the play. So we are playing the Death Cult Rogue. Oh yeah. And the white. And Totally Lost is just so slow. So now there is battalion going on. He becomes a 4-3. So what will the blocks look like? I'm just so far behind. But I will not be. Oh, Angelic Edict. I can still kill the Guildmage here. Do I kill the Guildmage? Wow, that's... Oh, he's not. That's weird. Okay, I'm taking 7 here, which doesn't feel too good. Well, that guy is too late. So how much damage will he do? He will do so much damage. And he is just an enormous growth spell. So I have to cast Totally Lost before his attack phase. So then he can... Wow. Is he trampling? No, he is not. I just don't have time for these shenanigans. What turn is it? It's turn 7 and I'm dead. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to... Wow. Yeah, I am casting Totally Lost on the swine in his first main phase. And I will live another turn. Perhaps I should have mulliganed that hand, as it did so little. I have plenty of stops where I want them to be. So the swamp is getting lost, but if the swine is getting lost, but if there's a haste guy now, I'm just dead. Wow. So is there any way I can survive this? He's a 4-4, he's a 2-3, he's a 4-3. I'm just dead, right? Yeah, I am just dead. And I'm dead to such a simple thing, and he gains trample and the Guildmage is just killing me. So how much does Leyline Phantom help here? Not much. It's another expensive card. Would he be more useful than Totally Lost? Hard to say. But I don't think that's the solution at all. Yeah. And this is exactly what I expected playing Dimir. Let's see if we can do something better now. Okay, we have the early turn Cloudfin Raptor, we have the Hands of Binding. This hand looks like the perfect Dimir hand. So let's see what we can do with that. Yeah, Raptor will be 0-1 until turn 3. But I can cipher him turn 2 if he plays a 1-drop. And then get in for damage on turn 3. Unless he has something to kill the raptor, in which case the raptor will look really stupid. So now I actually want him to play a 1-drop, but he doesn't. So I will do not much with my Cloudfin Raptor, unless I draw another 2-drop. Like the White of Precinct 6. I can play 0-1 turn 1 and 1-1 turn 2 for my monster curve. He's thinking hard. Maybe he just wants to kill the Cloudfin Raptor now that he has the chance. Of course he has to die. I think Bane Alley Broker looks really good. And I really want to see him in action now. So that will be fun. And what is this guy doing? He's probably multi-tabling. There comes a crucial second land, which allows me to cast my Balustrade Spy. And now I probably have to use Hands of Binding next turn. No, I can't do that. I need to play the Broker. It looks like this guy is playing 2 games, and I like his deck building, so he's probably good. That card is just so good. It's good to the point of being broken. But I'm evolving my Raptor now and will start doing bad stuff to him. And next turn I can Hands of Binding the Raptor, or cast the Balustrade Spy, which will evolve Raptor out of range from mugging, which would make him a much better cipher target. So I think that Balustrade Spy is to play unless I find another 2-drop, in which case I will happily cast Hands of Binding and cipher it onto the Raptor, encode it onto the Raptor using cipher, the fantastic ability. Bane Alley Broker, he really needs to think about that. Evolve. Well, at least I won't lose this game on time. So if I go Balustrade Spy, totally lost. Am I winning this game? I'm not sure. So he will play another guy and another guy. So on turn 4 he will be ready for battalion, but I will have totally lost to prevent it. And all the time my Raptor will be hitting him, unless the Raptor now dies. But we start the Raptor beats here. And we are done. We are not gonna block the Guildmage. If he doesn't play another creature, I will be more inclined to cipher. But now I can Hands of Bind them both. Court Street Denizen. Tapping stuff, oh god. Play Nightveil Specter. play land. And then I will need to get rid of something, and it's not totally lost. So what will I broker away here? It's probably the Balustrade Spy, actually. Though I might now be victim of Battalion. I need to find that land, and I need to have Hands of Binding. So it is the Balustrade Spy that I'm gonna get rid of. Will I block here? No. No blocking, sir. And he doesn't pump because he wants to do something. We are drawing a card. That's the card we want, so we are exiling Balustrade Spy. And we are just hitting with these guys. So what about Hands of Binding? We can't get mugged. It's just no, it's totally lost. That's the play here, right? I think it is totally lost. And it is totally lost on the Court Street Denizen. We are gonna throw away the swamp. We are exiling a card. And we are of course exiling Court Street Denizen, which we cannot play, so that was probably not the best play ever. Now I can block the soldier, actually, because he doesn't have the mana to kill. So I will block the soldier and allow my Banal Broker to die. To prevent the bleeding. He doesn't die. We draw a card. We draw the wall. That's pretty nice. So we are exiling that. And there she is. Basilica Screecher. Okay. There's the play here. He can do a lot of damage on me. So I will need to attack to find a land. I am gonna cast Hands of Binding on a knight. I'm gonna cipher it onto the Nightveil Specter. Yes. I'm gonna attack, and I hope I find the land now so that I can play, and then play the Clinging Anemones. So he's exiling something. What is it? He's exiling Forest. We can play that. That's nice. And now here comes Hands of Binding. We are casting it onto the knight. We are playing the forest and the anemones. And I'm not gonna use the broker. Or am I? I am gonna evolve the anemones. And I think extort is pretty powerful here. Oh yeah. Can I actually raise this guy? I can't attack now, so of course I can raise him. And I'm using the ability because it can always be the guild mage or the screecher. I think the screecher is the better card. Yep. Right now, given how close he is to dying. So how much damage is coming my way? There's a lot of damage coming my way. But I do have Basilica Screecher, Bane Alley Broker, and that thing. And of course I have Hands of Binding. So let's attack. This is getting confusing. I'm glad he's so slow that I don't have to mind the clock. I'm sure I'm doing something wrong here. Hope to get another land. Or some giant green dude, perhaps. I am lethal in 2 turns. There we go. So what do I find? I find Assault Griffin. I can't cast it. I'm casting Hands of Binding on Warmine Infantry. That means I can totally lost one of the knights. Would I rather play Basilica Screecher? So then I have 2 blockers. I'm facing down 5. He can pump twice. So it's 11 damage, but I do have blockers and one of them is totally lost. So I think I need to play the totally lost here and I'm done. Pity I didn't find the land so I could cast the Screecher. But I am lethal this turn. If he doesn't find an answer. Getting a plains would be awesome with the Nightveil Specter. Time for you to cast your madcap skills. So I can... Haha! Go Dimir! 1-1. Okay, I am pretty nervous right now. But as I said, that was the perfect hand. Pretty much. And can I do that twice? Another balustrade spy looks like a good idea. But no, I need my wall, I need my grisly spectacle, I need my last thoughts. Or do I? Just a crazy thought. I'm bringing in balustrade spy, taking out the last thoughts. To have another blocker. Screecher, Specter, Death's Approach, which will do nothing. I don't think I can throw this back, but it's because every card is cheap. I need to draw a land here. I am on the draw. Starts with Guildgate. I suppose that's a lot better than him actually playing a creature. I didn't need that card. Last Source is just so expensive. Glad I sideboarded out the other. Yeah, Death Approach does nothing. One more mana so I can get the Spectre going. Spire Tracer. What? He's playing a 1/1. Oh, he's playing it because he will get Battalion. So now Basilica's creature can actually block everybody. But if I don't draw a land now, I am in deep, deep trouble. If I draw a land, I have to cast a Nightveil Specter. Oh god. The Halberdiers. And I don't draw a land. This is just sad. I have to kill something quickly, and that's the Boros Elite. So if I block him and then... So he can't really attack with everybody, because then both these guys will die. So I think I need to spend my mana and cast the Death Approach. And use the extort. Oh, okay, of course you can't extort with blue mana. Done. Dead. I have missed my third land drop, and Battalion is now active. But he is not attacking me with Battalion, which is so nice of him. So he's giving me another chance to find my cards, and I play a 1/1 creature. That's awesome. Well, I still, if I draw another land, I will play the Nightveil Specter and then I can play his lands. So it might even work. I'm thinking about double blocking the Halberdiers here, if he doesn't have Battalion. But if he gets a haste creature now, I'm just in deep crap. And I think that's what I'll do, actually. If he doesn't do anything nasty, which I think he will. He's getting some knights. Now I definitely will kill the Halberdiers, but he's not attacking. Because he knows that his next attack will be awesome. And I don't have anything. The Undercity Informer blocks rather well, but so does the Nightveil Specter. And the Nightveil Specter also does fantastic stuff. I need to draw one more land. And with the Balustrade Spy I will get some hope up. But not much. And I am gonna block with the Nightveil Specter. This time. And the guys coming over with Battalion. Of course the Halberdiers and the Elite are immune now. Do I need to put something in his graveyard? So how do I do that? I'm not. I am blocking the knights. Losing my white in the process, or anything if it has any combat trick. I just need to survive. I'm taking 6, I'm at 11. And hopefully both knights die. But I'm just now a sucker for Battalion Blood Rush combo, which is pretty good. But nothing happens. And I actually have 2 blockers left. And he took the extort guy. Oh, I really need to draw a land. Have you heard that before? I do. And I I got so excited I forgot about... How big? How big a white do I get? 4/4. That's pretty good. And yes, I'm attacking with the Nightveil Specter. Or am I? No, I'm keeping him back. Yeah, I'm keeping him back. He is really out of resources now, so I might actually do something here. I'm gonna trade the Assault Griffin for the Balustrade Spy if he attacks. And I'm gonna risk the white. He doesn't attack. So Informer, it's absolutely last thoughts here. And if you have the protection instant, I think if you have the instant removal, I think you would have used it. So I'm casting last thoughts here. I'm ciphering it onto the Nightveil Specter. I'm just all in on Nightveil Specter. And I hope he doesn't die, but of course he does against the Assault Griffin. But at least that removes Battalion, and I now have totally lost. And a 5/5. I think. Whoa, that guy is not what we want to cast Totally Lost on. It does work against the Angel though. As does the Rova Horror. So what is the play here? I think the play absolutely is Totally Lost. I'm doing it here while he's tapped. If I do another land, then Rova Horror looks very good against Warmind. He's keeping a card in hand. No, he's not. So then Rova Horror will actually kill whatever he casts. And there's the land. So what do I want to kill? I think it's the Warmind Infantry. That's the most dangerous. And I don't think I can attack yet. But I am building my superiority here. And next turn I might even do something. Or not. The Anemones definitely, and the Rogue then. What about milling him? He has 10. Anemones. And Rogue for the first evolve trigger. And white is now a 6/6. What does the block look like then? He needs to block it with 3 of his guys. Yeah, I think it's an attack. And here's White Oak Precinct 6 coming over for party. Sunhome Guildmate would be horrible. White or Precinct 6 and Death Cult Rogue is lethal in 2 turns, but I don't really need to attack with the Death Cult Rogue. I will, as I will get another blocker. Is there? Am I forgetting anything? I tend to be a lousy control player. But he's letting me attack. Why? Probably because he has this amazing Alpha Strike coming. He has 9 lands left in his deck. Probably 1 in hand. Ooh. Sweet Lord Jesus. He can pump them only once. But once will be quite good. Still needs to block. And I only have 1 flyer, so I'm now lethal next turn instead. I don't draw anything useful. But attacking with the white and forcing something to block looks very good here. So the white is attacking as the rogue is. There are no rogues here. I have 4 blockers. I feel fairly confident of not immediately dying next turn. He will get 1 soldier and then another soldier, so 3 soldiers, but I don't think he has mana for all of it. And something will die. Is he blocking it just with the soldier? Probably. I didn't need to attack there with the white. But getting rid of that soldier feels pretty good anyway. So next turn I am lethal unless he has something to block my flyer. And I sure hope he doesn't. I didn't expect my white to be around now. But he should have been at home blocking. How's Dimir? I guess all the others are finished by now. Yes, we are the last match. Sweet thing would be if he just conceded now. He can pump his guys twice. It's not enough. Though if he kills the Balustrade Spy, he still needs a blocker for the white. A Righteous Charge would suck. Flying lifelink on that guy. Yeah, that sure sucks. That's his only attack. That will put him at 8. I'm going to take that. He has played 9 lands, so he has 8 more lands in his deck. I'm at 7. Another Balustrade Spy. That should be pretty good. So I'm playing it. And then I can probably mill him out next turn. How many lands in the graveyard? Yeah, 1 plane, 2 planes. So we are 6, 9, 11 planes. So we need to, yes, we have lethal mind. Shit. So we are now just into blocking, right? Because we can mill him 7 times. And even if he plays 18 land, we kill him. So we are now just blocking. Yes. And he is dead, right? 7, 9, 7, 9, 11. Yeah. We should be able to kill him with a giant Undercity Informer. Unless he can kill Undercity Informer. Undercity Informer must not die. We are blocking with the Balustrades by. Maybe he can get trample somehow. So we might actually block with both. But it's not trample, right? So we are sacrificing. Target player, that's you. And target player, that's you. We can't get trample, can he? And he is blocked. And target player, that's you. I don't want to look at them. Target player, that's you. Target player, that's you. And target player, that's you. And Undercity Informer has milled him out. And we are in the incredible circumstance of being 2-0 with Dimir.